It is 24 past 6 and we're asking you what drive-through services you'd like. You've seen more and more pop up during the pandemic. So will we want more drive-through services in this new physically distant world we live in? Gihan Pereira is a futurist and he's been pondering this for us this morning. Good morning to you, Gihan.
Hello, Nadia. How are you going?
Good, thanks. So we've got a drive-through flu shot clinic that opens today for a week. There's been a drive-through wedding service that's going to open up. What other drive-through services have popped up during the pandemic?
Yes, we're certainly seeing a lot more of them. I think the most obvious ones are the ones where you can order in advance and then go and pick them up. So you're seeing supermarkets doing that now, where you order online, drive up, and then a staff member will bring you groceries to your car. Pharmacies are doing that now. There's a pharmacy group in Australia that allows you to do exactly the same thing, where you do your online order and then turn up and don't get out of your car, but a staff member will come along and give you your package already. Have you even heard of a food truck that's doing that? There's a food truck service where you this time you don't order in advance. You drive up there and you scan a little code on your phone, do your order online using an app, and then just drive up and a staff member, you wind down your window and a staff member will have your food ready for you in a few minutes.
That's amazing.
If you think about some of the cafes that have converted from dine-in to take-out, they've more or less created like a window, where you go in, you order, you tap, you go away, you come back. I mean, it's kind of like the pedestrian version of a drive-through to a degree. I know I lived in America, Gihan, for a little while, and because it was cold, they had drive-through ATM facilities for banks so that people could get cash without getting out of the car. Does that ever, is that something that could happen in Australia?
Well, I wonder whether we'll go that far, but I think that we're just adapting. We're just finding ways to adapt because we need to. Some of it for convenience, but some of it's just because we need to. And Russell, you're talking about restaurants and cafes. There's a bar in Sydney that's even providing drive-through gin and tonic.
Oh my goodness!
You order your cocktail in advance, send it through by text, and then drive up, and you've got a number, and they'll give you this little package that you can take home. No drinking and driving, but you can take it home with your favourite cocktail.
Gihan Pereira is a futurist, and we're just talking about drive-through services and if we will see more of them. Will there be? I mean, people are wanting distance at the moment, and the thought is that we will do things differently now as a result of this pandemic. Will these services last even after the pandemic is over, and if so, will we see new ones pop up?
Yeah, I think yes and no. So some of them, like the convenience ones, we'll think that's a good thing. So we'll have that in the future for your shopping or maybe a pharmacy. I think some of the others we're just doing for the moment because we need to, like weddings and churches and sadly even funerals. So we'll go back to normal with those sort of services. But some of the others we'll think that's a good thing and we'll keep that service going.
What else? The ATM, and we've already got a text from Pete saying Geraldton has a drive-through ATM. Yeah. 4 or 5 years down the track, what else do you think we would want as a drive-through service?
Well, what's happening now is that everyone is looking for other options to interact with businesses and to interact with organizations. In the US, they're having drive-through for you getting your license registration renewed. So in the states that still have stickers on their cars, you can now have a drive-through service for that, where you can drive up, get your sticker stuck on your car, and then drive off. But so we might see other even government services having those options. And I think now that we're starting to get used to the idea that there's more than one way to get a service delivered, we're going to look for other options, and especially businesses who are looking for a little bit of an edge might offer this, not as their main service, but as an option as well.
Good to talk to you, Gihan.
Really yep.
It's a good chat. Thank you. Gihan Pereira there, he's a futurist.